There we go. Awesome sauce. In 1 second. And we are good.
Okay, there you go. Read that.
Give me 1 second. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Just making sure we are on video.
Still got time to text out.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Let's bring all our family in on this. Let's get our family in on this.
Just admit them in.
We got to do better. Got to make better choices.
In 1 second. Where are we? There we go. All right, so we're all set now. We're recording on both. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Awareness Wednesday Primetime. We are your hosts, Reggie and Victoria Flanagan out of New Jersey. How's everybody doing this evening? But welcome, welcome, welcome. So before we get started, we do have a disclaimer. Glad you're joining us. And you can also continue to share this link out to get more on if you choose to. That would be a great thing. But the Power Couple of Health, this program offers health and nutritional information and is designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on this information as a substitute for, nor does it replace professional medical or psychological advice, diagnose, or treatment. None of the statements made have been reviewed or approved by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. We're all going to be speaking about some nutritional products, and the products we'll be speaking about have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration as well. They're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, but all we do know that the products we're going to be speaking about do a tremendous benefit to our bodies. That I can definitely tell you. So with that being said, I'm going to say welcome to Awareness Wednesday Prime Time. And I'm going to pass this over to Victoria and let her give you her reasons why this is such an important platform to her. So Victoria, talk about it, be about it, let's make it happen.
There's so much that needs to be said, family. We just have to make better choices. I'm serious about that. We're out here and we don't know what we don't know. Put it that way. We don't know what we don't know. We can't fix what we don't acknowledge. So I'm just bringing to you what I find, and I find it very important that everybody should know some of this information.
And she truly does. And she does an awesome job in doing her research and finding out on different subjects and topics that we speak about good detailed information. And she brings it to all of us. That's the urchin that's in her. So as we go into our topic, which is serving God with healthy mind, body, and spirit, and our scripture as always, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. That's 3 John 1 and 2. Our subject, as you can see, is pre-diabetes. Now we did a segment this morning. And she did an outstanding job this morning. Just blew it out the park. She truly did. And here we are at prime time. For those who couldn't get the information this morning, that's why we do it in the evening as well, so we can help all get this information. All right. So with that, let's get into the conversation. Let's bring this back over to the urchin, our certified health coach, my better 7/8, because she's way more than just my half, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan. Information on diabetes, pre-diabetes. Who do you know? Are you pre-diabetic? Do you know someone who is? And if I ask you this question, do you or do you know somebody who's a diabetic? And I'm sure you do. That hand would be raised, right? We all know someone. So that's why this subject is so important. And the numbers are rising, 88 plus million and climbing. That could be a combination of both adults and children. Maybe. Or if they're not talking that number in the children, it could be, the numbers are even more, because there are children out here with diabetes as well, as we do know. All right, so with that, let me pass it over. Victoria, take it away. Let's start speaking about diabetes, pre-diabetes. Let's make it happen.
Okay, first I want to say, let's hit like and share. Let's just start there. We got to get our numbers up on these calls because this is some serious information. I am not a doctor. I don't try to play like I'm a doctor. I am a researcher. I go into extensive research when I start looking up these issues. And every issue that I looked up that I have talked about in the past 10 years, it all leads back to food. We got to make food our fuel, not our enemy. We have to just do better. And the reason why I chose pre-diabetes, we did diabetes a while back, but pre-diabetes, that's an on precursor to diabetes. And we have to do better. We have to do better because these numbers are rising by an alarming proportion. I got right here, type 2 diabetes is the United States is reaching an epidemic proportion. Epidemic proportion. I pulled this off of the CDC, the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. It is estimated, now this was back in 2020, It is estimated at 38.4 million people will have diabetes by 2021. 2021, we're in 2025. It also states 29.7 million people will be diagnosed cases, an estimated 8.7 million undiagnosed with diabetes. 11% of the United States population. It also says that the CDC estimates 22.8 adults will have diabetes and undiagnosed, meaning that they have lab criteria for the disease and they were not even aware that they even have it.
Wow.
People have diabetes, don't even know they have it until the last stages of it, where you got to have a toe removed because you don't go to the doctors or get checked out. That's crazy. It also states 97.6 million adults also are estimated to have pre-diabetes. That's what we're talking about today, pre-diabetes, a condition where your blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but are not high enough to consider you a diabetic. You're right there on the border, border of full-blown diabetes. Right. So pre-diabetic, what is a pre-diabetic? I'm glad you asked. Because we go to these little seminars and I'm always picking up these little pamphlets. This pamphlet says pre-diabetes. I'm just going to read from the pamphlet and then I'm going to go into my own research. It says pre-diabetes, are you at risk? Some people don't even know that they're at risk. Did you know that 88 million people in the United States are pre-diabetic? Age 20 and older have diabetes. Are you at risk? Get the facts about pre-diabetes. Learn how lifestyle changes can help you keep your risk low. That is what we're talking about today. So what is pre-diabetes? Diabetes is when a person has higher than normal blood sugar, glucose levels, but they are not high enough to be called type 2 diabetes. Pre-diabetes can lead to type 2. Many people who have pre-diabetes will go on to develop type 2 diabetes within 5 years. They're only giving you 5 years because they know the road you're on, you're right there. Also, unless they take steps to improve their health. Type 2 diabetes is a serious condition. Like I said, we've done that report before. It can cause many long-term health problems like heart disease, nerve damage, kidney disease, strokes, and even blindness. That's type 2 diabetes. It can bring on some issues. Also, you may be at risk for pre-diabetes if you are not physically active, if you are overweight, or 45 years or older, even though kids can get diabetes too.
Sure can.
Talking about that all the time. If you have a family history of diabetes, if you are African American, Hispanic, Latino American, Indian, Asian American, Alaskan Native, or Pacific Islander, you could be at risk. Developing gestational diabetes during pregnancy. Yes, you can get it during pregnancy. We had someone talk about that this morning because she developed it while she was pregnant. Also, if you have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, you are at risk for prediabetes. And the last one, if you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, you could be at risk for prediabetes. So if you have one or more of these factors, you want to consider getting checked for diabetes. Get with a healthcare professional. It also says prediabetes may not have symptoms. This is why people don't know that they have it. To find out if you have prediabetes, you will need to have a simple blood test. Ask your healthcare provider if you should be tested. If you have any of those signs, you want to go get tested. Tell your healthcare provider if you have any of the following symptoms. If you have increased thirst or hunger, If you're thirsty all the time, you got dry mouth, or if you're hungry all the time, you might want to reconsider. If you have frequent urination, you're getting up and you're just urinating all the time
4 or
and
5
don't know
times through the middle of the night,
it's going on, you
you could
might
be
want to get
pre-diabetic.
tested.
Exactly.
Also, unexplained weight loss. You're losing weight and you're not trying to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always a good thing. You might want to go get checked. It could be pre-diabetes. If you're feeling tired and you can't shake that feeling, go get checked out. If you have blurred vision, your eyes go in and out, and you got to readjust and clean your glasses, or you got to blink your eyes a couple of times. Your vision's being blurred. You think it's your glasses.
Right.
That could be onset of pre-diabetes. Also, sores that do not heal.
That's a sign for sure.
Pre-diabetic, absolutely. So if you have diabetes, you want to take some action. This is where all of my stuff come in. I'm just going to reiterate what this pamphlet says and then the homework that I did. If you have pre-diabetes, you want to definitely take action. Number one, you want to eat a healthy diet. And we always talk about that. I've found my spoon and my fork.
Here's a
We
fork.
said you're digging your grave with your spoon and your fork.
Absolutely.
Don't that look like a little shovel?
Look at that.
You shoveling it in, so you just making an earlier grave. Think about it. That's a pitchfork for that hard dirt. You're digging your own grave with your spoon and your fork. We got to make better choices to put on these spoons and forks. So also, eat healthy. You want to choose a low-fat, low-calorie food diet and eat plenty of fruit and vegetables and whole grains. That's in every report we do. You want to lose weight if you need to. 5 to 10 pounds, you can lose some weight. It can change your numbers. Reduce your weight by 5 to 7% can help reverse prediabetes. Most of these issues we talk about can be reversed now because we know better. We know better, we can do better. So that's why we do this platform, just to make people aware of what's going on, because nobody's really talking about it. Working on a report now, where have all the doctors gone? You got doctors leaving their practices.
Can you believe that?
Why
Leaving
is
their
that?
practice. There was a newspaper that we had, if I remember, that talked about AARP. Yeah, doctors leaving their
I'm
practice.
doing a report on it.
Yeah.
Number two, you got to get active. I always say movement is medicine. Movement really is medicine. You move your body every day, you won't need no medicine. So you have to be active. Being active helps keep your blood sugar at a normal level. Also, you want to aim for about 30 minutes of moderate physical activity on most days. So if 30 minutes all at once is too hard, try 10 minutes at a time. Just do baby steps, a little bit at a time. We're not telling you to go out and run a marathon. We're not doing that. You got to start small, baby steps, baby steps. So talk to your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise routine. You need to do that. Make sure your feet can handle it. Make sure your knees can handle it. If your heart if you overexert yourself, make sure that you can handle that. So get checked out before you start any vigorous workout.
Get that physical first and make sure you're okay to do it.
Whenever you get that physical workout, get a copy of your blood work. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Number 3, don't smoke. Smoking can cause diabetes. If you smoke, make a plan to quit. And if you don't smoke, don't start. Number 4, ask about medication. There is medication for pre-diabetes. There's medication for diabetics. For some people, medication can help keep blood sugar normal. So ask your doctor if medication is right for you. Everything is not for everybody. So you have to know your body. And that's why I say get a copy of your blood work so you can follow your numbers. Your numbers will not lie. Trust me on that, family.
That's right.
And then there's
listen to your body.
There you go. Listen to your body. I say it all the time. The other thing that's out there on the market are these GLP-1s. These are the shots. Every other commercial on TV is talking about these shots. You got Ozempic, you got Wegovy, you got Zepbound, you got Mounjaro, and you got Ro. It's 4 that I know of that they talk about. But these are not for everybody either. These also have side effects. So you
Yeah.
got to be very, very mindful of what you're doing to your body.
Yeah, because they don't work for everybody.
No, they do not.
Mm-mm.
And some of the stars have come out and said that. I
Yeah.
tried it, didn't work for me, da 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 da. But they have side effects. Anything has side effects. But you just gotta listen to your body. You gotta know your own body. Now, what makes you a pre-diabetic? Knowing your numbers is a start. This is where I say always start. When you get your blood work, when you go to the doctor, that's the first thing they want to do. They want to weigh you, see how much you weigh, and then they want to do your blood test. Got to get some blood. Let's see where we're going to start. So that's your starting point. When they get those numbers back, get a copy of your numbers. These are your numbers. Just don't go by what the doctor says.
Right.
Just
Don't
let
do that.
them read to you what they say.
Exactly.
Get a copy of your blood work. I had to learn this the hard way throughout the years. Study your own blood work. If you don't know how to read it, have the doctor explain it to you. If they don't have time, then you go home and you join Google University and look up everything that's on that blood chart so you'll know where your numbers are.
And most charts, they have a column that shows the range in
Right.
which you should
I
be
need
in
to
each
bring
test that they
here.
take.
I
Yeah.
need to bring mine in there. I just
So-
had blood work done, but
Mhm.
it on the side, right? Reggie said on the side, they have
Yeah.
a range where your numbers are supposed to be in this range.
Yeah.
Just follow your numbers, because whatever you do to change your lifestyle and your diet, your numbers are going to change.
Correct.
The doctor's not going to tell you that if you're never looking at your numbers. You're got to be in cahoots with your
You
doctor
do. You
for
have to be.
health. You got to take your own health into your own hands.
And you got to remember this too. When we're talking about food, your blood is enriched with what you're putting in your body.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's going to show in your blood work, because what you
Absolutely.
eat, that's how what you're putting in your body is transitioned through your body because of the cells that's absorbing what you're eating. So if you're eating bad food, that's what you have going through your bloodstream.
And they
And
can
that's
see
and
that
they can
too.
see that. Anything you eat raises or lowers your blood sugar, anything. And they can test for that. So if you're eating bad stuff, trust and believe you're going to end up with bad results. So you got to change what you're putting in your body. You have to do that. If you want to live a healthier and stronger, energetic life, you got to, it starts with what you put in this machine right here.
It really does. And you got to get your kids in
tune with that too. Because remember what you do, they're going to follow.
So it's going to be your FBS. That's your fasting blood sugar. The normal number is below 100. Pre-diabetic, you're going to be 100, between 100 and 125. That's your fasting blood sugar levels. What's that?
What Miss Genevieve, hey, Miss Genevieve, she said Weight Watchers is now offering a low dose. Oh, let me pull it. I think it was a low, let me pull that channel.
Again?
Tell you in just a minute. It was, she said, Weight Watchers is now offering a low dose of the GLP-1.
They're even making
a pill form, right?
Making it in pill form because now they want to give it to children.
Right.
That's sad, family. That's really sad. That's like they're taking the easy way out.
I mean, think about it. They want to make a drug for children so that they can lose weight.
Instead of getting outside running around.
Exactly. And they're doing this all the
Exactly. It's just the times that we live in, and they can make some money on the side. So just stay aware.
Don't think they weren't aware of what was going to happen as time went. Oh, trust me.
So it states that your FBS, your fasting blood sugar, less than 100 is normal. 100 to 125 are pre-diabetes. Then you have your A1C, that's your hemoglobin. This is to let you know, these are the numbers that you want to look for on your chart. A 5.6% or less is normal. 5.6 or less is normal. Mine was a 55. I'm going to tell you something in just a minute. Pre-diabetes is a 5.7 to a 6.4%. Now you're pre-diabetes. If those numbers come up in your hemoglobin, your A1C, 5.7 or 6.4, in between that range, you're pre-diabetic. 6.5 and above, you are full-blown diabetic. Now, in the beginning of the year, Reggie's company changed their insurance, so I had to find all new doctors. That's a job by itself, finding new doctors,
Building
somebody
a
that you
relationship
can
with
trust,
doctors,
right?
right.
Building a new relationship, the whole 9 yards. So I found a doctor that I went to, and the first thing she did was weigh me. They did blood. And then when I got the blood test back, she gave me so much medication. At the time, I had high blood pressure because I tried to explain to the doctors I have the white coat syndrome. If you know about the white coat syndrome, the minute you walk in the doctor's office, your blood pressure is going to go through the roof. I've always been that way. It's the white coat syndrome. A lot of doctors are getting away from the white coats because of that reason.
Like a new doctor.
Like a new doctor, exactly. My
Yeah,
new doctor was in
white.
scrubs. But the white coat syndrome runs people's blood pressure up. The minute they put that cup around your arm, your blood pressure goes sky high. That's me. Then you have to be mindful of the cup they use to take your blood pressure with.
The cup size she's talking
The
about.
cup size. They have several sizes on that rack that they take
sure
blood
do.
pressure with. Because if you got somebody small, they got to use the smaller cup. They get a big arm like this, they got to get the bigger cup.
Sure do.
So you got to be mindful of what cup they're using because you're going to get a different reading.
Absolutely.
So the first doctor I went to, my blood work came back, my H1C, my A1C was a 5.5. That's below 5.6. But she prescribed me metformin. Metformin is for diabetics. That's metformin right there.
That was the first red flag.
First red flag. That was the first doctor I went to. So I didn't take not one out of this container. Look at the size of that.
And how many is in there?
How many? I don't even know.
I'm just saying, look at the amounts.
But it's
That's over 100 pills in there.
500 milligrams too of metformin. That's for diabetics. I'm not a diabetic. I'm not even pre-diabetic. I'm below that level.
So the question is, why would a doctor prescribe a medication like that?
And what if I took that medication? Don't you think I would be pre-diabetic? This is why you got to look at your labs. This is why you got to know your numbers. Because they could put anything in your chart and you have to question everything. Everything. She gave me how many? 3, 4 different high blood pressure medicines at the time. I started the blood pressure medicine, but I also monitor my blood pressure at home because I have a cup. And I do that every single day. And I was explaining to her, my pressure is only high when I come in the office. My pressure is normal when I'm home. I even recorded it and took it to the doctor. So the first doctor I totally got rid of. You're not hearing nothing that I got to say, so I'm not going to hear nothing you got to say. Next, on to the next doctor. She did pretty much the same thing of as far as taking your blood, getting your blood work, and you got to find a doctor within a year's time because if you can't see what they call it, you can't see 2 doctors within a year.
Within a 12-month period.
Within a 12-month period, their insurance is not going to pay for it.
Right.
So you got to wait a whole year to get you a new doctor.
Correct.
I did what I needed to do. In the meantime, you cut out dairy, you cut out cheese, you cut out certain things to get yourself back on the right track. If the numbers are showing this is what I got to do. And that's why it's important to get your numbers. But I am not pre-diabetic. I'm not a pre-diabetic. And I'm not going to be a pre-diabetic. So if my numbers are 5.5, that's below normal. So why would you subscribe? Right. I'm below the 5.6. Right. So a lot of people aren't. This is why you have to know your numbers. So anything above 6.5, you're a diabetic. And you got to look for the signs of diabetes. Not all symptoms are signs of diabetes. So my report says you have to eat a good diet, like the pamphlet says. You got to cut out sugars. You got to cut out breads, pastas. You got to cut back on the carbs, the sweets, the sodas, the iced tea, the cereals, because a lot of these things break down to sugar. Like your breads and your pastas, those are starches, they break down to sugar.
Forget your crackers. That's just hard bread.
And cereal. Cereal too. Cereal breaks down to sugar. But you also have to look that sugar is in absolutely everything that's out there. And that is our biggest culprit today is sugar. I say it's the weapon of mass destruction because it truly is. We got to pay attention to that. So The next one they were saying you can do a dash diet. You know, they got the dash seasonings and this dash, and they got dash cookbooks. So you could do that. You could do keto. Keto is not for everybody, and you really got to monitor the keto thing. So don't want to get into different diets. You just have to know your body and what you can take and what are your taste buds have to get adjusted to. Then you have the Mediterranean diet. That's a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Right. In fact, funny you mentioned that they just opened a restaurant in South Orange, a Mediterranean.
Is that Mediterranean?
Yeah, the one I was telling you about.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got to go
I'll
have
check
it
that
then.
out.
But that's where we are with that family. So you got to really, really monitor what you're putting on the end of that spoon and that fork. So the next one, it says exercise is key. I said movement is medicine always, and the pamphlet said that as well. Weight loss, losing 5 to 10 pounds can reverse your numbers by 58%. Just exercise, just walking every day. 30 minutes every day can change your numbers. And that's huge, family. And I think we all can do that. Get you a good pair of sneakers and hit the park. Just get in the park. Now it says type 2 diabetes, some of the symptoms, or they don't have symptoms, but you could have PCOS. It can come from your age, it can come from your race, like we went through all of the things in the pamphlet as well. So it talks about foods to avoid. It says 50% of the 50% of Americans are pre-diabetic and don't even know it.
50%.
That's half. 50% is half of Americans are pre-diabetic and don't even know it. Anything can flip you over to the other side. Aren't the holidays coming up? Thanksgiving right around the corner. Wait a minute. Halloween is first. You got to get some of that sugar in there. Then Thanksgiving right behind that. And then what's behind Thanksgiving? Christmas. More food. We got to wake up, family.
Yep.
Make better choices. So it says the number one illness of prediabetes and diabetes is kidney failure. It's bad on your kidneys. A lot of that medication bad on your kidneys.
And that's when you get that blood work, they always test. That's the creatinine. They always test your kidneys.
For your kidneys, absolutely. Yep. Also, the number one other thing that's affiliated with diabetes is amputations.
Yes.
You got diabetes, you're going to get something amputated. If you're not taking care of yourself and you're not controlling it, amputations.
And they
start with a toe, you can move up to an ankle, then you're up to your knee, and what they say every 5
years. If you're not taking care of yourself after that first one, they say within 5 years you're going to start losing more.
Something else is coming off.
That's terrible.
You got to think about that. And most people's like, well, I don't really care. I'm just going to eat my sweet potato pie and I'll take my medication when I get home. Until something has to come off. You can't think like that.
Sure can.
Also, diabetes. They said this is what got me when I was following that report. He said there's more dialysis centers opening up. There's more dialysis centers than McDonald's. Think about that for a minute.
That's huge.
That's big. When he said that, I just sat back and
shared with her. We had one, I'm not sure if it still is, but it had one that was 24 hours. They never shut down.
Dialysis center. That's how many people are coming through there on a regular basis.
Correct.
Through dialysis. But more dialysis centers than McDonald's? That's
how many McDonald's it is
business. Seriously, that's a growing business. So they have to accommodate people, right? Think about that for a minute. But also, prediabetes and diabetes can lead to heart disease. Number one killer of men and women, heart disease. It can lead to strokes. It can lead to disabilities. Diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. Diabetes. It can also lead to blindness. You're losing your sight. You're losing your legs. You're losing your limbs. You're losing your sight. You're just fading away from this disease that can be prevented or reversed if you get it in time. Also, they talked about insulin and insulin resistant. Insulin, glucose, that's your sugar levels. We are consuming way too much sugar. Way too much sugar. He said, in today's society, 2025, we are consuming 152 pounds of sugar a year. That's per person. 152 pounds of sugar a year. He said in the 1800s, it was only 1 to 5 pounds of sugar per year. 1800s, we're in 2025. Each person is consuming 152 pounds of sugar. I said it's the weapons of mass destruction, sugar. We got to do better. Sugar is in absolutely everything. That report is coming up soon. It's not next week. I think it's the week after. Sugar. Got to tune in for that report.
And I'm going to have a video for that one.
The more you eat, the more you want, because sugar is addictive. Sugar is 7 times addictive as heroin.
Think about that.
You got to get winged off of sugar.
The pleasure senses in the brain is what it affects.
Somebody this morning said that they had to wing somebody off of soda. They had to wing them off of soda because they were addicted to soda.
The sugar content.
The sugar content in soda. So you got to be winged off of this sugar. The sugar thing is very serious. Wait till y'all hear that report. So the insulin resistance, that means we have too much sugar and too much fat in our diet. 75% are overweight or obese. That was the other thing that got me. I even did a PSA on my Facebook page a couple of days ago in the park that I was walking in the park and this whole family passed me and the whole family was obese. The parents, the father and the mother and the 2 kids that was walking behind them, they were all overweight. I looked at the father and I looked at the little daughter. Both of their sneakers were turned over. The little girl had on Crocs, but she done wore them Crocs out. And this was a little girl. So you got to look at the parents and then look at the children and then look at the parents. Of course, these generational things are going to run in the family because the children are doing the same thing that the parents are doing. So now these children are going to be pre-diabetics way before they should have to be, because they're eating what mom and dad is eating.
Exactly.
We have to make better choices for ourselves and for our children.
And they talked about obesity in the news today on how this nation, because the nation's diet and how obesity is on the rise. Today, this morning on the news, they spoke about obesity in the United States.
That's why these GLP-1s, these shots are going through the roof. Everybody's looking for that quick fix.
And they're talking about the children on how they're becoming morbidly obese.
And it's sad. That
was on the news today.
So the type of sugar that we are consuming is man-made sugar. And made sugar or added sugars. That's your high fructose corn syrup. There's 75 different names of sugar. And I'll have that list for you when I do that sugar report. 75 different names for sugar. They can put it in everything. They can use different names to disguise it, but it's still in there. Ketchup got sugar in it. I mean, everything has sugar in it. And if you...
Even liquor.
Oh, yeah. Even if you highlight the different names for sugar and look at the content of how much sugar you're taking in a day, that would blow your mind. It would totally blow your mind. But also they said that it says 75 different names of sugar. It might have 7 to 8 of them in one item. Up to 15 different sugars can be in one product. 15 different sugars. They also said to look out for added sugars. You might buy something that says 0 sugar. 0 sugar. But then you look at the ingredients and it has added sugars. Those added sugars are what you have to look at as well, because it's still sugar. It's still sugar. Sugar is sugar. In any form, sugar is sugar. And it's crazy. But he also said, and Reggie talked about it before, sugar is like glass to our insides. The more sugar that you eat, it's just scraping away little particles of your inside, a little bit at a time. Yeah. So if you think about the sugar intake that you're taking in
the bloodstream,
and then if you think about the microplastics that we're getting in everything as well,
Oh boy.
They trying to
She
kill
might
us,
be
y'all.
smoking that metformin.
They trying to kill us, y'all. I'm telling you. So the more sugar that you have in your blood, the thicker your blood is going to be.
Absolutely, which
That's
means the
what
harder your
diabetes.
heart has to pump.
Absolutely. It makes it hard to flow through your body, especially through your lower extremities. That's why people start losing toes first,
Yep.
because there's no pump below your belly button. There's no pump down there to pump the blood back up to where it needs to be. So if you're sitting all day, and if you're not doing any exercise at all, you're not getting any flow to your legs.
That's why you got people that have it. Talk about the numbness in their toes, the numbness in their hand, because
Neuropathy,
your
absolutely.
capillaries are the smallest vessels in your body.
There you
So the
go.
blood can't reach there. So it's going to start to go numb.
Have you seen these commercials with these little pedals you could put up under the desk?
Mhm.
That's just to keep your little legs going, keep that circulation going
Mhm.
in your feet and in your legs. So they know exactly what they're doing. Pay attention to the commercials. But that's what it is. It thickens your blood, makes it harder for your blood to flow through your lower extremities because there's no pump down there to back it back up.
So what happens?
50 to 80% have heart attacks because of that issue.
And keep this in mind too. So the harder, if that's the case, the harder your heart has to work. That means your blood pressure is now up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that in mind.
That's thick blood,
That is
thick
pushing
blood.
through. So now you're pressure. That's
Get
pressure. That's pressure.
through those arteries.
Yeah.
So just think about that for a minute. So get insulin levels low. You will gain some weight. It leads to high blood pressure, what he was just talking about. It can also lead to gout, heart attack, stroke, ringing in your ears. It can lead to vertigo as well. Enlarged prostates, PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it can also elevate your risk for cancer. Prediabetes can elevate your risk for cancer. So here's some things to avoid. And this is where he really went into detail. I can't think of the guy's name. What was the guy's name? The doctor that I was watching. I watch a lot of documentaries and they all get twisted all up in there together. A lot of documentaries. I look up stuff on YouTube. I do a lot of docu-series that come on the thing. I'm in every docu-series that Facebook ever pop up. I'm in it. I get a notebook and I get in class and tell Reggie, don't bother me. I'm in class. Don't come in here. But the information that I gather, I have to compartmentalize it and bring it down so I could get it in at least under an hour. Because some of these programs go on for days, So I try to get down.
You said it's 13 episodes.
It's a docu-series.
How many
What's the
is it?
name of it? Regenesis? Is it Regenesis with Jonathan Otto? If y'all see Jonathan Otto on Facebook, jump in those series because he is sharp. Him and his wife. It's 13 series in that docu-series, and I think I'm on 11.
11.
But it's telling you about absolutely everything and how the docu-series on how you can heal yourself. That's what it's all about. It doesn't matter what illness you have. There's something that can help every single body, but you got to know your body. You got to take massive action. If you want to help heal yourself, get into these docu-series. There was another docu-series that I watched. I was telling them this morning because I told Reggie. Reggie's like, what? The docu-series was with that they were talking about urine therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking your own urine. It's helpful, family, to some.
Helpful?
Very helpful, where it is healing people from their own illnesses.
It's a true thing, though.
It's a true thing. People are healing themselves. But I said it's big in other countries, but you mentioned that here in the United States. Girl, I ain't drinking
But
no.
there's some people in the U.S. that do it. Because we was watching the couple on Strange Addictions.
Oh, yeah. I
That
forgot
was
about
here.
that. Strange Addictions. They had a young guy on there
and his girlfriend.
Both was drinking their urine.
Yep. They don't drink water. They recycle their urine.
They recycle their urine. They put it in the refrigerator. They drink it hot. They drink it cold. It doesn't matter. But it's healing to your body because it has all of your DNA, all of your molecules. But I was telling them this morning when we used to get sick or break out when we were smoking.
Oh, that's different.
My mother used to take our morning urine and put it on a washcloth. She used to clean our face with it to clear up any blemishes or acne that you had on your face, or if you had a wound on your body, your own urine will help heal you back to
And
where you
that
need to
brings it to,
be.
jellyfish. If you're bitten by a jellyfish, they say put your own urine on it. That's what helps to heal the jellyfish stings.
About that.
So it's got to be something in it that's that
About
pure.
that.
I mean, for healing
Works
purposes. So
but we don't talk about
to
that
each their
here.
own.
We don't talk about that here, but urine
No.
therapy is a big thing. That's in one of those docu-series that he talked about. And I was like, really sit
Nope.
back like, what?
No, in that gay. No.
What she
No, Miss
said?
Gay. They don't mix with anything. They drink it straight.
They drink it
Straight urine. Don't mix
straight.
it with nothing.
They drink it warm. Some can put it in the put it in the windowsill, let it age a little bit. Some put it in the refrigerator. You got to look up urine therapy because
Yeah, it's all over. It's
being used.
Googleable. Check it out.
It's being used, but we
Yeah.
don't talk about it because we
Mm-mm.
saying that girl crazy. Ain't nobody using that for nothing. But see, it got you curious, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
That?
See that? Uh-huh.
But it's just something else that I found that I share it with him. So back to our regular schedule program. We were talking about pre-diabetes. So here's some foods you definitely need to stay away from if you are pre-diabetic. Avoid these foods: refined carbohydrates. I suffer from what is that, eczema on my legs,
Right.
and my grandmother used to put my urine on.
See, there it is.
There you
Old
go.
remedy right there.
There you go. That was Ora Gordon.
See?
There you go.
There it is.
That was an old grandma remedy. And it worked. So here's some foods we need to refrain from. Refined carbohydrates. That's not real food, family. Hear me well when I say this. You got your white breads, you got white flour, you got pizza dough, you got breakfast cereals, you have white rice, pastas. They say anything white ain't right.
Right.
So those are the things we need to stay away from because they have been processed. Anything good in there has been taken out. All of the vitamins and the minerals and all these things and the fiber has been taken out. This allows them to stay on the shelf longer. That's why it's refined carbohydrates. So they're going to put other things in there. Once they pull the vitamins and fiber out, they're going to put other things in there to give it a long shelf life. And that's why I said things that have a long shelf life will shorten your life.
Absolutely.
Because what your body does not recognize is going to store it to fat.
Yep.
So they talked about that. This allows it to stay on the shelf longer. They are enriched with unnatural vitamins, minerals, and unnatural fibers. That's what your body doesn't recognize, that to help that last longer. So they said the most dangerous foods are refined carbs. These can cause the most disease. It paralyzes your immune system. There you have it, family. Refined carbohydrates. That's anything that's white ain't right. White bread, flour, pizza dough, breakfast cereals, white rice, pasta.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. A lot of it is
a lot of items.
starches. A lot of it is high in sugar. So you got to break down to sugar. So you got to understand that. Number 2 was starches. He talked about that. Rice, corn, white potatoes. These all turn to sugar and they can be very acidic.
Wasn't it a question about these?
The white potatoes?
Yeah.
No, white
They're
potatoes.
supposed to be better for you.
No, sweet potatoes.
No, remember they had a comparison. They were comparing the theory was that sweet potatoes were healthier than white potatoes.
Right, and
Come
then
to
you have
find
the
out,
purple potatoes
yeah,
too.
the purple was better, but they said the white potato has more vitamins than the sweet
They're
potato.
starchier.
So
So that can break down to sugar too.
Controversy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, I'm just figuring this stuff out, but I'm
Well,
just
she
saying
got
what
it.
he said.
Mhm.
Your rice, your corn, your potatoes, they turn into sugar,
Mhm.
and it can be very acidic for your immune system. Sugar is very acidic. So he also talked about high glycemic foods. They elevate your blood sugar, gives your blood sugar a spike. Those are your refined carbs that we talked about, those starches, your sugary drinks. He said the sugary, I wish I knew what doctor that was. Your sugary drinks is the worst way to consume sugar.
You know why?
because you're drinking it. It's going right in.
Into your bloodstream.
There you go. He said that's the worst sugar that you can consume is sugar that is in a beverage. So stay away from the Coca-Colas, all of the things that's high in sugar. He also said if it has zero, they got a lot of those
sodas with zero sugar.
Zero sugars.
It still has sugar.
He said zero beverages have artificial sweeteners.
Right.
So it's not the real sugar. You got the other artificial sugars that's in there. So he talked about that, the zero sodas, the zero this, the zero that. You got to look for the other added sugars in that. He talked about the lemonade. He talked about all of those, but those are the worst sugar that you can get into your system or consume are liquid sugars. So be mindful of that. Don't bring the sodas in the house. Don't bring that sweet lemonade in the house. He even talked about when he was kids and they used to make Kool-Aid. Oh, you remember you get that little package of Kool-Aid? And then he said, you take that whole bag of sugar. That's what the doctor said. You put a whole 5-pound bag of sugar in that Kool-Aid. But that Kool-Aid was delicious. What she said?
This guy said, oh no, I love corn on the cob. It's okay to have it, but don't overdo it.
In moderation.
In moderation.
In moderation.
Because you know, corn is a
it's a starch. It's a hybrid.
Hybrid, yeah.
Right.
Because your body doesn't digest corn.
Exactly.
You eat it, it goes right through your intestinal tract.
Bathroom, you see it. That corn like you didn't even chew it. That's just, you got to know your body, people. Know what we're
Your body will not digest corn.
Absolutely. So the last thing he talked about, and this report is coming soon too. I'm gonna try to get it in this month. Dairy. Dairy is scary. For real. He said saturated fats. These are your saturated fats. He said milk and cheese. He said cheese is just hard. Cheese has the water pulled out of it, so it's just hard milk. That's all it is. It's just, it's nothing but fat, and it goes glucose, and it goes straight to your liver. That's why dairy is scary,
and that's why your stool is always harder.
Not only that.
Constipation,
exactly. But he talked about fatty liver disease because a lot of children come down with fatty liver disease. Non-fatty liver disease, you got kids that have non-fatty liver disease. That's what he talked about. But non-fatty liver disease is something like cirrhosis of the liver. It's in that realm of that. But you got kids that's consuming dairy every day. They shoving that milk in their baby's face. Even at school, they're getting the little cartons of milk. Dairy is scary, family. Wait till that report hit the shelves. Y'all got to stay tuned for dairy is scary. So the other thing he said, to look out for added sugars. I talked about that. You got to read your labels. Foods, he said, foods that have no labels, he said, eat up. Just eat up. If it has no ingredients on it, it's good for you.
Yep.
Like he said, avocados, excellent for you, but avocados are high in protein, so they can be fattening. So you should only eat a half an avocado a day. Me, myself, I can eat a whole avocado. Cut up an avocado and some tomatoes. You my friend. But we should be eating a half an avocado. Cut up an avocado, put it on your salad. Or just avocados are really, really good, but it's a good protein and it's a good fat. Also, who's that? They offer milk for breakfast and lunch every day at school. I know.
Ron Jackson. Yeah, I hear you, Ms. Jackson.
But then you have more children with asthma,
allergies. Because those are mucus forming foods that they're giving them, right?
There you go, Riz. Yeah, I know about that. Mucus forming foods are dairy, very, very inflammatory.
And it's scary.
To inflame your lungs. It's just, we got to do better. But he said eat foods with one ingredient or no ingredients. Avocados, he said onions, mushrooms, peppers, all of your cruciferous vegetables, your collard greens, your broccoli, you got to be real careful of what you're putting on it too. And then your vegetables, you don't want to cook them. A half an avocado, I normally eat a whole one. Me too. Me too. We got to cut
Hey,
it
Miss
down.
Daniels.
We got to cut it down, Miss Daniels. We're eating more fat than we need to. But he also talked about the vegetables. Don't cook your vegetables until they are limp. You should cook your vegetables where they still have a little snap. Your broccoli should have a little crunch to it. Your asparagus should have a little snap. Your string beans should have a little snap to it. You shouldn't cook your vegetables until they are mushy. Now, I understand if you have elderly in the house and they can't chew it, you got to cook it all the way for them. Or you can juice it and have them drink it as well. But we need to, our vegetables need to have some type of crunch to them. Carrots, when you do carrots, have a little crunch in there. So don't just cook all the vitamins and minerals out of your vegetables. And then he said, eat your fruit. Fruit doesn't have any labels. He said, actually, fruit is your fast food. You can grab a banana and go.
That's God's.
You can grab an apple and go. That's God's candy to us. Exactly. That's what God put here for our candy. That's what we should be having.
That's your sweet tooth right there.
That's our sweet tooth. But now you can't get kids to eat the fruit because their taste buds have been hijacked. Right. They're eating all this sugar. They don't know what natural sugar tastes like. So that's why we got to get back to the realm. So he said, eat whole foods, less sugar. Your liver will love you for it. He said, and it will decrease your pre-diabetes and your diabetes. So, family, it all goes back to what you're eating. What you're putting on the end of these two things here. How much are you putting in your mouth off of these things here?
I can pick up a dozen French fries.
You are literally digging your grave with your fork and your spoon. Literally. This is a pitchfork and this is a shovel. Some people are shoveling it in every day, every 15 minutes. We're not supposed to be eating around the clock like that. There's people that get into fasting. You stop eating at a certain time and then you pick it up in the morning. Breakfast is breaking your fast for the night. Your first meal should be after 12 o'clock. It should be. If you following your circadian rhythm, we should get up with the sun. We should go down with the sun. And so many people are so off kilt with all of this. We are just so out of our realm and out of our ranges. And our bodies repairs itself if you give it the proper nutrition and the proper waste removal. And you get in the bed at a reasonable time. Your body heals itself between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. If you're not going to bed in that hour, you're slowing that process down. So if you want to heal, if you're under the weather, if you go to bed, just get in the bed, go to bed early. Don't eat anything 3 hours before you go to bed. Don't eat in bed. Some people eat in bed. You don't want to do that either. So those are just some of the things I wanted to share about pre-diabetes, the things we need to look out for. We just have to be really, really mindful of what we're putting in our mouths. Be mindful of what your kids are eating. I know we can't be with them 24/7. Look in on your elderly. Make sure they're getting enough fruits and vegetables. If they're not going to eat it, get them to drink it. Do smoothies. You can also do smoothies that you can chew. There's I can't think of the guy's name, but he makes smoothies that you can chew, not just drink through a straw. You can drink them through a straw, but you have to chew them because it's not purified all the way into its liquid form. So you could chew your smoothies. Also, drink your water, which is extremely important. You got to get enough water so you're not dehydrated. Being dehydrated can send you to the hospital too. That comes with its own illnesses. So you got to drink your water, which is very important. If you better or eat your waters, that's another one. That's H3O2. That's you getting your water from your fruits. your watermelon, your cantaloupes, your
Oranges,
cucumbers.
apples.
Yeah, you're getting your waters from your fruit. So that can be your water intake as well. But get you some mineral water, get you some spring water. Try not to drink any water from the sink.
Unless you have a filter on your house.
Unless you got a filter on there. You got that other, what's that other purified little thing where they
Yeah.
can purify your water? That bottled water. Be careful with the bottled water too, because now they're talking about this whole microplastic thing. That's another,
that's another whole situation right
that's
there.
another whole report I got to dig up. Microplastics are in everything. I seen they did an autopsy. I got to find that video that I watched. They did an autopsy and they found so much microplastic in this body. They wanted to know where's all this plastic coming from. So that's another whole report. So that's somewhere down the line. But here in Artist, we're in a health and wellness company. We have these awesome products. Today, I'm only talking about the Fantastic Four because that is our go-to. Our go-to is the Fantastic Four. We do a lot of the other products, but this is definitely our go-to. We have 3 products here, well, 4 products here that is a must-have. If you are anywhere within the sounds of my voice, you need to be on these 4 products. We call them the Fantastic Four, and I named it, if y'all didn't know. I named the Fantastic Four. It's the red Lviv, the green Lviv, and the yellow Lviv. The red Lviv are just our antioxidants. You gonna go back to the thing?
Yeah, they can see that.
Oh, okay. That's the, you can point to it, the red, green, and the yellow, and the shield.
That's this right here. Red, green, yellow. These are the essentials right here.
And the shield down there. Those are the 4 that I talk about the most. These are our go-to products. We take everything. We fighting over the coffee. the coffee, the green 29. But the red Lviv is our signature product. This is just a must-have. This is one of my absolute favorites because this one helped get me off of the high blood pressure medicine. These are just berries. All berries are good for you, family. All berries are high in antioxidants. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, all kind of berries are good. Mangosteen, acai berry, goji berry, pomegranate, and noni. This is pomegranate season, so you can get your hands get some good pomegranates. Get you some pomegranates. But this product here, it is just absolutely amazing. High in fiber, high in minerals, high in protein, has the omega-6 in it, high in antioxidants. It's an anti-inflammatory product, but product is fantastic. Each and every berry in here is phenomenal by themselves. So synergistically, they put them all together. That's why we get the results that we get from just drinking this product. So that's our go-to signature product. Then we have our yellow Lviv. This is a multivitamin. I don't care if you're 3 or 103, everybody needs to take a multivitamin.
And the reason for that, because our bodies don't produce all vitamins, but you can get what the body needs in here as well.
There you go. And everybody in the household can take these 4 products. The weather is changing. Our mornings are getting nippy. The nights are getting nippy. So keep your immune system as strong as you can get it.
Indeed.
So this is a multivitamin. You can take these all separately, but we take them all together because they even work better together. And they go into your system within 8 minutes on a cellular level.
That's important.
They are getting in there and they are doing exactly what they are supposed to do. And your yellow Lviv is an adaptogen, so it goes into your system and it looks for things to
need to be repaired,
to correct. That's what an adaptogen is, and this is an adaptogen. So this is one of the most important, I'm not going to say the most important product out of all of them, but it goes to work. It's a vitamin. And you know that the industry is messing with our food. That's what we're talking about, the food industry, the medication industry, the pharmaceuticals, the food, and everything is just jacked up. They're poisoning the air, the water, everything. They're messing with it. So we got to take some type of supplement to have a fighting chance at this thing here. So a multivitamin is much needed. Then we have our green Lviv. This here is powerful as well.
Those are your veggies.
These are your vegetables
Right.
and your herbs. This product here has saved some lives by itself. It has artichoke, it has milk thistle, senna, alfalfa, and aloe vera. This product here, anybody suffering from constipation, non-fatty liver disease, what we were just talking about in this report, pre-diabetic, you're holding on to some things that you need to expel. This will help get rid of some things.
They say the green will keep you clean,
The
right?
green will keep you clean. That milk thistle that's in here is a liver regenerator. So it goes to work on your liver, repairing your liver. Non-fatty liver disease, this is your product. Anything going on with your liver? Constipation?
That's your product.
This is your product. Then we have one of my absolute favorites. This product here is our Shield. Shield came out around the time that the COVID came out. And this has your elderberry in it, another berry. It has zinc, vitamin C, loaded with vitamin C, loaded with zinc. It's giving your body, it's building your immune system. This is an
immune system booster.
Right.
I got you.
I couldn't even get that.
I know.
It builds your immune system. That's why this is one of my favorite products. Because before I leave the house, I put a scoop under my tongue.
Yep.
When I come back in the house, I put a scoop under I don't want to catch the cooties that's in the street. But there's some cooties in the street. So that's how I take my Shield. I also mix it with the Fantastic Four, put it in my drinks. And sometimes I put it in my coffee. Sometimes I sprinkle it across the top of my salads. I put it in my smoothies. But this product here is one of my absolute favorites. This is our Shield. It's an immune booster. Like I said, the weather is changing. We got to change with it. Everybody's not going to have on a jacket. Now people got to blow their nose and their elbows and in their sleeves. The kids are going back to school, so they're going to come home with who knows what.
Yep, because everybody's not going to be protected. But you need to protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Carry tissues. When you go in and out of your house, come back in. Please wash your hands. That's a big one for me. Wash your hands. Get the kids to wash their hands. Make it a daily practice where they are washing their hands. So those are the products that I'm going to talk about today. Just our Fantastic Four.
Forgot our drink.
But these are some of the products that's in our business. These are just supplements. And like I said before, everybody doesn't have to take a supplement. If you're eating right and doing what you're supposed to, you're going to need a supplement. I don't care what you say. We have healthy coffees. We got a coffee for your skin, for collagen for your skin. We have a weight loss coffee, and then we have a mushroom coffee. Is our 7-in-1. That's almost medicine. That's delicious. The 7-in-1 coffee. You got a Lviv Slim to keep you slim on the go. We have an Ultra Body Cleanse if it's time to detox. Going into fall, it's going to be time to detox all that summer stuff out of your body. We have a Pure Noni that's absolutely delicious, and it is good for everything under the sun.
Did you say delicious?
Oh, yes, absolutely delicious. You got to find out for yourself. We have a Coral Calcium that is for your skeletal system. I said, anybody has a skeletal system, you need some Coral Calcium. It's great for insomnia. It's great for your bones. Also, we have a Cran Aloe, another one of my absolute favorites. Cran Aloes, ladies, anything going on below the belly button, Cran Aloe is your product.
Ladies and men.
Ladies and men, yes, good.
Kidney and bladder.
Kidneys and bladder, there you go.
Right.
Anything below the belly button, Cran Aloe is your product. Renal issues, Cran Aloe. We also have a memory fusion. If you got to get your brains right, you can't think about anything. You got to get your mind right. Got to get your mind right, family. But it works. Kids going back to school, they can take that too. Sprinkle it in their oatmeal, put it in their shake, and send them on their way. You're going to have a little smart cat when they come back in the house. Then we have our omega-3s. These are your fish oils. Everybody needs an omega. Just stop the presses. Everybody needs omega. If you're not allergic to fish, you need to be taking your omega 3, 6, and 9. That's good from head to toe, from your hair follicles down to your toenails. It lubricates your skin. It's great for your joints. It's a blood thinner, good for your
Natural
eyes.
blood thinner.
It's great product. And then without further ado,
Before
that
you go
green
further, before
29.
you talk about it, because those who may be on a blood thinner medication right now, and you want to do the omega-3, which is a natural blood thinner, natural product,
Take it to
take
your
it to your
doctor.
doctor. Let them know you want to try this instead of something synthetic. All right, just to let you know that, because you don't want to take both.
Right. It might drop your
No, it'll make your blood too thin.
right. You don't want that. You don't want that. And then the last one I was going to talk about
Green
is our
29.
green 29, another one of my absolute favorites. All of your vegetables. You're not going to eat your vegetables, take your vegetables, family, because we need them all. We need absolutely all of them. But any product that we have on the table, you cannot go wrong with.
Sure
You
can.
just can't. Pick and choose what works for you, what's in your budget, get consistent with it.
Try one product too. Just try them for yourself.
Get with a distributor that talks about these products all the time, because we're not the only ones. Get with somebody that can help you share. All we do here is use and share, period. I just wanted to share the other day. Oh, let's talk about that. Follow us on YouTube. We gotta get good at this. Follow us on YouTube, family. We are the Power Couple of Health on YouTube. Please go there and subscribe. Every report that I do is on YouTube.
I load them on YouTube.
Now, on my Facebook page, this is recorded on my Facebook page, but as I go back through my Facebook page throughout the years, they're deleting it off of my Facebook page. This is content they don't want out there, so they'll take it off of my page. So they can't mess with YouTube. So anything that we do will be found on YouTube. For a minute, I didn't know why they were taking it off my page, my Facebook page, but they don't want anything natural or any information that can help anybody on Facebook. So go to YouTube. You can get any report that we've ever done on YouTube and view it. Share it. You can send it out. Send it to somebody. If anybody's having that issue, send it out. And I'm just saying, I don't know everything, family. Do your own research. This is just baby steps. I find something, I share it with you. You find something, I want you to share it with me. I get stuff from everybody, don't I? All day, every day. I just had somebody tell me today.
When I came in, yep, want to do another report.
She said, could you please look up the importance of collagen? Why do we need collagen? She's in the gym and messing up her knees, and they said she need collagen. So she called and said, what is collagen and why do we need that? But that's another report I'm working on. If you come up with something and you want me to look into it, just give me a holler, give me a scream, and I can look into something for you. Like I said, I'm still doing new reports. New reports are to come. I'm working on a few now. I'm going to do salt. I think it's salt next week. Then I'm going to do sugar. Dairy is scary. We're going to squeeze that in there. We know next month is breast cancer. Next month is domestic violence. We got to bring that one back. Loneliness is another one. The holidays are coming up. People are lonely. Got to bring that report back. So it's going to be some things. So just stay tuned, stay involved, stay connected, share this information out, because we would just love to see these numbers go up. I'm doing this for our family. I'm doing this for us, African Americans. We need to get this information out. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's sharing that. But we are dying at an alarming rate. I went to a funeral yesterday and I said, we have another one on Saturday. People are leaving here unexpectedly, leaving here from things that can be prevented. We just have to make better choices. We really have to make better choices. So that's why I do what I do. I'm just trying to help when I can. They call us little ministers in the marketplace on our call in the morning. But if I can help anybody, one person a day, if I can help anybody do better, that's what I'm doing this for.
There you go.
So that's why we are here. So that's all I have to share tonight. I wish you well, and I wish you come back with us next Wednesday. So what do you have
And the
this
topic
year,
next
sir?
Wednesday again?
Will be salt, I
Salt
believe.
next week.
I
Well,
think.
one of the two, I know.
Either salt or sugar.
Yeah.
I have to see which one is I got lined up.
There you go.
I made a list, y'all, so I can keep up with stuff.
Yeah, I do want to add, so I just want to say thank you guys for those who have joined us on
Absolutely.
Zoom as well as on Facebook. We truly
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys. Like she said, we do this for you to give you good information to speak, when you're out there in the marketplace talking to your own customers, that you have something to share with them, because you never know who you're going to be speaking to that may be a pre-diabetic. Now you got some information. You can refer them to the YouTube page to listen to this information, and I'll follow up with you and tell you what you need to do that you can get yourself healthier. All right, that's what you want to do. Do it for. So with that being said, again, we love you guys. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing you can do about it either.
Nope.
At all. All right.
So that's it.
That's
we are
it.
back. The power.
Yes, we are back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
So you got to let
Absolutely.
everybody know we
So
are.
share it. Please share the
We're back,
information.
family, we're back.
Absolutely. All right. We good?
We are good.
We are good. All right, everybody. So have a great
I gotta get something to eat before it gets dark.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be speaking on the wellness call tonight.
Right.
The Artist Life Wellness call tonight. I'll be speaking on that. We'll be talking about the NutriShake, talking about the benefits of the NutriShake.
You mentioned that one.
Yes, I got
That's
you.
a meal replacement.
That's a meal replacement, and we're going to be speaking about it tonight. All right. So just to let you guys know, you'll see the banner on WhatsApp. You can use that and plug in at 8 o'clock. All right. We're talking about our NutriShake.
There you go. Anybody got anything to say over there? What they saying over there?
Well, Thomas, hey, Miss Pamela Thomas, how you doing? Great report. Thank you, Power Couple of Health. Annette Gay, thank you. You're welcome, President Annette Gay. Appreciate you as always.
Always.
Love corn on the cob. We talked about that.
Tell your husband we said hello.
Yeah, please tell him that.
We said
All
hello.
right. Again, we love you guys, and what?
There's nothing you can do about it.
All right, family. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk soon. See you on the next Awareness Wednesday. And we're going to be speaking about either salt, maybe sugar, but who knows? It depends on what hits this lady. What she see that's all around her. Whatever hits her the most, that's what she'll be talking about.
That's
All right, fam. See you next week. Love you guys.
Bless. Have a good evening.